What's poppin', everybody? It's Amanda.
This is Cursed.
And we have one of the favorites actually back on. You were fucking one of the faves, yeah, for sure. We got like a lot of hits on you.
Nice.
You
I don't know why.
I feel nervous.
Why?
I don't know.
That's me. Like, I literally have to, like, nervous poop before I come on here every time. So.
Dude, I took 2 poops earlier. Too.
Yeah, dude. I take my Ativan and then nervous poop, and then I'm like, okay, we're good to
You
go.
took it out of it too?
Hell yeah, brother.
Dude, it's so funny actually that I was just editing Corey and Brendan's, and he was like, "Girls don't poop." I was like, "Oh, I
Oops.
poo." Oh, I hate to break it to you, but I poo.
Dang.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't poo?
No,
Never? You never pooed, dude.
never in my life.
Good for you. Good for
Nah.
you. That's what we all aspire to be, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
In it.
And it. But thank you for coming back on. I'm super excited. You're excellent.
Yay.
And I just wanted to all start off. Everything cool?
Yeah, we didn't actually introduce her, though. Do you want to
Oh, sorry.
take from the top?
I don't go from the top.
Put it in there. Just slap it right in
Yeah.
there.
Just be like,
What's your name?
Day.
sometimes they call
What's
me.
your name?
Did I tell you guys about the little Dusty thing last time?
No.
What?
Yes, that sounds
What?
familiar. Hit me.
Just one of my clients. You know when you read people's like Instagram names and you just read them and you make shit up in your head sometimes? One of my clients, they were like calling me in the shop, or somebody was like, "Oh yeah, you can tell them to message Illest Day." And she's like, "Who the fuck is Illest Day?" And I was like, "Oh, it's my Instagram name." She's like, "I thought it was Little Dusty this whole time." And I was like, "Dang!" And so now like all the
I do
time,
like Lil Dusty.
right?
If you make like clothes or something, can you just put Lil Dust?
that's my rapping name, Little Dusty.
Lil Dusty. I like that.
Yeah.
You want to hit on this because you just got your first massage. You said
Yeah.
when you got here,
Yes.
which I can't fucking believe. How long have you been tattooing?
Since 2018.
And
Yeah. And this was my first one. Like, everyone always said to go get one, and I just put it off. And it wasn't until, like, you need one, then I went and got one.
To treat yourself?
Yeah.
That's very like momish of you to do.
Yeah.
Refuse it, and then you're like, oh, I might break.
Yeah. But it was like life-changing, but also like
Fucked up?
Yeah.
Hey, did you hurt the next day?
Oh yeah, like like my shoulders aren't what bothered me, and she did my shoulders, and the next day, like I was like literally waking up in bed, and I was like, oh my god,
Kid did a crazy
like just
workout.
like crushed it, and then yeah, she did my hips last time, like got right in
The
here.
front.
Oh my god,
In the front of the
dude.
hips, the hip
Yeah.
flexors.
Yeah, I don't know. She had a fancy name for it, but she was like giving her in there, and I was like, this is worse than a tattoo by far. Like,
Painful?
oh yeah, and like now it's not bad, but the day after it was rough too. But I feel like it definitely hurts and like sucks, but it's worth it. And now I like have like a weird like. I'm like, oh, when's the next time? Like, I just wanted to, like, it hurts, but you want to go back.
A tremendous amount of relief?
The first time, not so much, but I think she kind of went easy on me because it was my first one. So, and I was like a little bit hesitant, but then the second one, yeah, I was like,
Even when you said earlier that when she was doing your hip flexor,
Yeah.
you were literally grabbing yourself?
yeah, I was just like using these old meat flaps here as fucking stress balls, and I was just like sending it. It was so rough.
And she still took it easy on you?
I don't know. I guess I'll have to ask her. But she was just like, you know, she's like, I'm just going to keep talking to you because this seems to be working. And I was just like, yeah, okay. Like, it's
Like
rough,
a cow
though.
when you scratch their butt? Have you
Yeah.
seen
Yeah.
this?
Yeah. That's exactly what that was like. It was interesting.
Yeah, well, I do think that it helps a lot. Have you been massaged before?
Never had one.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, do it. It's fucking
Well,
awesome.
unfortunately,
Rock your world.
I never got on my ex's benefits.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I've never been on benefits either, but that shit, you should pay for that shit.
Yeah,
Jay
definitely.
has a great person that when she'll rock you. Who's your girl?
Her name's Steph. I went to high school with her, and
Oh, yeah?
I've tattooed her a few times. And like, I tattooed her years ago, and she was a massage therapist, and I was like, yeah, maybe I'll do that. And then it wasn't until, you know, you don't do good stuff for yourself until you fuck yourself up, and then you're like
tattoo
"Dang,
artists.
I gotta do good stuff for myself. So like, that's when I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. After like I got an MRI, I had a bulging disc, and I'm like, okay, if I wanna tattoo until I'm old, like I have to start taking care of myself now. So
Yeah, that's the problem. Is I was thinking that even this past year, because if you don't work out, and
Yeah.
you're not doing a whole lot of nothing. Like when I was doing my boxing and I was like working out or jogging even, and coming to work, like I'll be a little achy because naturally when you go like this all day, like it's gonna hurt. But like, have you found since you've been working out, it's much better, and when you weren't, it feels like your back is made of stone?
Yeah, I don't know. Like I just feel lighter in general. Like, I feel,
You are lighter in general.
no, I do. I definitely do notice a difference. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
when
sure.
you work out.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
Like
if not, you
even,
feel like stone.
even playing softball this summer again. Like it's like I found I wasn't getting like sore after and everything now.
After tattooing or after?
Just in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just found like since I haven't been working out as much, I've just been like a little potato that like I'm so achy, and I should be going to do that stuff, and I don't until I have to. Then I'll be
Right.
like, well, I'll book it.
Yeah.
But
that's
every
like-
tattoo artist should do it.
I did. I've started hot yoga also, which is the first time I've done that in my life.
What's
yoga,
that like?
dude, it's fucked. Like,
Dude, it's
it's like transcending. Like, I walked into the room like first off, and I underestimated how hot it was actually going to be.
Already?
Oh, dude, it's like
You in a
sauna, basically. Yeah, and like I come out of there and it's like you got out of a shower, like you are dripping,
No, thank
like
you.
it's so wet and
Ew.
and fucking oh my god.
Ew.
But like I don't know, it's just there's something. This is the only exercise that I've done since playing hockey my whole life that I actually am like, okay, I want to go back tomorrow, or like
Where is it? When is it?
I do it at 6 a.m.
Oh.
I wake up like mad early and do it because it's the only time that I can
I know
do
you're
it.
a fucking mom.
Yeah, so I gotta
Disgusting.
like do it, come home, wake,
Where is
loosen
it?
up, get them ready. It's on Taunton Road and
Taunton.
Thornton, like North Oshawa, by the airport, kind of. But it's
There's an airport over there?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not from around these
It's
parts.
not like a big airport.
no,
It's like a
the BB one?
yeah,
yeah.
There's like, what kind of flights come in and out of there?
just like people that own their own planes
Yeah.
and shit
Oh.
like that. I think they do like pilot school and
Cool.
stuff there, but
It's nothing
yeah,
crazy.
you should try it. Hot yoga.
I've done
Not
yoga,
flying.
and yoga is phenomenal, but the hot yoga thing, like, I don't know, I've always been sensitive to heat, and I love the idea of yoga and keeping it up, but like getting into the routine of doing it is the harder part with anything.
Yes.
Especially if it's 6 a.m. Fuck.
No,
Well,
thank
like
you.
they have classes all throughout the day, like or they even have like nighttime ones. I just find it easier to go in the morning, but
Yeah, well, you
like,
have to shower after.
oh, you have to, like, you are fucking wet, like. Like I've had to like bring towels in my car and put them on my seat because like I'm drenched. It's like being in a fucking shower. It's wild, but
Oh.
like you feel, I don't know what it is, some sort of endorphin bullshit.
With the
Jay
heat?
knows more.
With
Yeah,
the heat thing as well?
yeah.
Have you went?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You've done it before?
Yep.
And you've done regular yoga.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
both.
there's a difference.
Yeah, for sure. You had to drop it a lot more water, but I think just the heat
Oh.
just makes it that much more of like a physical aspect
Yeah.
to everything, and it's
It's
just
kind of mental too, because like
You almost pass out?
yeah, well,
It's
You
kind of mental because
breathe.
you try not to pass out.
yeah, I think like you're like at first I was struggling, and then now like you learn how to breathe and stuff like that, slow your heart rate down, and it becomes a lot easier that
You know,
way.
panic. I feel like I would get.
Yeah.
I would want to pass out. I love the idea of it.
Yeah.
And tattooers should be doing like yoga. Actually, Laura, we've talked about doing yoga in the mornings or something like that, which we should do because it would help a lot with the old back.
It does. It really
Michelle's a
does.
yoga instructor.
Well, get that bitch to come in and at least teach all the
Like
ladies.
you're Michelle?
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dang.
She
let's
works
do-
at Ability Center. She teaches a class.
Should do hot yoga?
I don't think hot yoga. No.
I guess you have to have the facility. She
I've
just
still
brings a
never
bunch of
done yoga.
space
Yeah.
heaters. Put them in front of you. I don't know if you
I've
do
still
that.
never done yoga though.
Ever, eh? Do you stretch?
I'm always worried about farting. Like that's
Isn't
like,
that a thing?
I think it
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Somebody told me that it's like you know when you eat a good meal and you burp and they're like compliments to the chef. Like that's what farting's like. Like if you get a good stretch in and you just like that's like nice.
Compliments to the chef. Oh, I'm doing my job. I'm doing
Yeah,
it good. 2
right?
farts tonight.
Yeah.
Good job.
I'm always waiting for it, but like I am 7 years old, so if that ever happened, it would
It would
be
be
game
hilarious.
over. Yeah, like I would just be like,
Have you ever, I was asked this the other day, which was a really fun question. Have you ever farted in front of your client?
no, but I've definitely had clients like gas me, but then
Gas
pretend
you?
like nothing happened, and you're like, what the fuck smell. Like you're like sitting there tattooing and you know they're like lacing you with fucking like egg salad sandwich and you're just like, there's only 2 people here and I know it's not my asshole. So
You know what I love about you? Your vocabulary. The vocabulary that you chin to you, yeah, getting laced in egg salad. Yeah, no, and it's awkward, but you've never done it?
no, like I personally, I don't know. There was like, I've had 2 kids. Sometimes like you bend over and shit happens, but like I think just not while I'm tattooing, but like
Yeah, when you're not bending over, you're just chilling.
yeah, I'm just chilling.
You're
But
just chilling in your real expensive new chair.
yeah,
Got a new tattoo chair.
Yeah.
It's a tattoo chair, right?
I don't think it's marketed like for tattooers. It's marketed more for, I think, like maybe office workers and stuff like that. But it's like all leather, so it's all wipeable and stuff like that. It's called New Chair, like NU chair.
Yep.
But yeah, it has like the Tatsole ones has like chest support and stuff like that, and then like a tilt for your, so you'd be like popping that, you know.
Popping it at.
Yeah, like that. And I guess that's how you're supposed to sit. But
And you like it.
yeah. Oh no, I do like it a lot. I was like worried. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to spend all this money for something that I'm not gonna like.
How much was it again? Like $1,200 or something?
$1,200. Yeah.
Holy shit.
But I think the Tatsole ones are pretty well around the same
I
price.
wonder how many tattooers use that. Like do fancy chairs, because we just have regular schmegula chairs that are good.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to try. I've heard people using a bouncy ball, but my ADHD
I
can't
think
handle it.
I think Travis did that for a while.
Just get going during that.
Dude, if I got some good tunes on and I'm tattooing, I'm literally doing like some EDM shit. I'm like,
I already catch myself with my AirPods just being like in my head sometimes. So if I had a ball, I would just be fucking session here the whole time.
that could be real fun though.
Or you just fucking fall off it. That would be like,
That would be my luck. That would be my luck. Yeah.
yeah, that'd be sick.
Oh yeah, this is one. I feel like you're a very good technical artist. Also, you learn from somebody who's one of the better like artists that I know that is technically very well rounded. And you're well rounded. Was there a specific tip that you had at whatever period that was like, oh shit, this is the tip that is allowing me to move forward or like do a lot better for myself? Like for example, this might apply to you, but I had learned to run my machine slower and it would have less impact and go on an angle because it saturates better as well as go against the grain. Like, for example, in your dish, against the grain, saturate easier.
Yeah.
That was something I was like, oh, fuck. And now I carry that through, like, so many things. And I learned a lot with that.
Yeah.
Do you have something like
Good
that?
to know. Thank you for that.
Exactly. This is what I want to share. But I'm like, oh, there's so many. I know people got these random tips. I saw Ty do one the other day, and I was like, mwah, great, put it out there, you know?
I think for me it was more so like James would always be like, you have to be more confident in what you're doing. Like instead of like in terms of having like a design in front of you and having like a stencil, you're looking at your stencil, say you're lining, and you're following that line instead of that, like know where that line is and just go there.
And draw it.
Yeah.
Like you're drawing.
Instead of like making sure that you're straight along that line, like if you slow down and you're really focusing on where you're at instead of focusing on where you're going, like you get I feel like you get more fluidity and like better results when you drew the design. You know where that line is going. So go to where that line is going.
There. I guess you do lines.
Yeah.
I fucking hate lines. So good. Do you one-pass lines?
A lot of my stuff is like sculpted. So like I draw my stuff so that like you'll start maybe thin and then thick and then thin again. So I sculpt all my stuff.
In what? In a line?
Yeah. So I'll do like 2 lines, one on the outside, one on the inside, and then fill.
And then fill.
Yeah.
Because you got bold as fuck shit.
Yeah. So
That's
like
right.
instead of doing like that trad look where like everything is one pass, all the same line weight.
Yeah.
I'll use a smaller liner and like sculpt lines so that they have more of like a I don't know, anime or animated effect, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, a little more diverse.
Yeah.
Is there something that you had learned that you're like, you know, or something that you've developed that you're like, I do this and it feels right? Even when I was trying to teach someone something, I was like, balance a lot of weight on when I was trying to do lines at least, which may not even be a thing, but I found at least that I was using using my weight in my pinky or one hand and going like this and having something as like a little thing rather than using my whole arm, because it would like skip sometimes if we didn't have enough grease on that bitch, depending what you're doing. But I would use my little finger and weight it around like this. That makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like for me, like watching James tattoo too, like a lot of the, like if you watch him tattoo, it's like robotic almost, but like very like comes from the wrist and is like very, I don't know, fluid. Whereas like some people, you know, like you push your lines and you're just kind of like doing some weird shit. I don't know.
Okay, well for me, it's a hard question because I feel like I didn't ever have like proper mentorship, so I've just been kind of picking things up as I go.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like nothing really stands out to me because like you just said something there, I'm like, oh.
Oh, sure, yeah. You're like, dude, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I love, like, artists sharing that information. Also, the more people that know that kind of general information, maybe it won't fuck up people's sins or, like, won't scar someone.
Yeah, I feel that I forgot about this one until right now. Like, I don't know if I think I just learned this through tattooing, but, like, I see a lot of people that struggle with saturating, like, fully saturating color. And, like, I've always learned that, like,
some people look so easy when they do it, though.
Yeah.
There's, like, that girl, what's her name? Viva or something? And she does, like, up-close color.
Yeah.
You know, what's her name? I don't know. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure.
Up-close color tattoos. And and I'm like, why does it look so fucking easy when you do it?
That's like James, too, when he was doing my stomach last week. He was just sinking it, passing it, and it was done. And I'm
what
like,
the fuck?
I find, like, you have to tattoo in a puddle. Like, I find a lot of artists will, you know, dip, go on the skin, then wipe, and then go back to it. Like, you have to keep that puddle of ink on there and continuously work throughout that puddle. And every time you wipe and go back in, you've already taken away a lot of that ink. So when I tattoo, it's always, like, ink's on the skin. I go in, back through it, and then, like, work like that, and then we'll wipe away.
So it's just getting poured in.
Yeah. So, like, the more, and I know for newer tattooers, that's probably a hard concept to think about because when you cannot see where you are on the skin, it's scary.
Terrifying.
But, you know, once you get a handle on knowing, like, where your mag ends and where that line is and being able to make that connection, that really helped with saturating color and saturating it faster, doing less trauma to the skin, all that kind of stuff.
That's almost like a confidence thing, though, going in blind.
Absolutely.
Same with the lines.
Yeah.
It's like, it would stress me out for a long time just being like, okay, just run with the line.
Yeah.
Like you're saying. Just be like, all right, you know where the line's going.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard because it's a straight line. Mm-hmm. And that's harder. You know what I mean? When you're doing one of those like ones that are like this and they get a little thing and they go back up in their whole arm.
Yeah.
And just being like, hold the breath for one. And then pull and then try not to pass out, but it's worth it if you did a crispy line.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You're bent like this.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, Becca has told us that one real good tip. It was to never go over line 6 times.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't come from her. It's her, the girl who trained her was like, never go over line, or the dude that trained her, never go over line 6 times. Oh,
just a fucking divot? Like you just cut somebody open? Shit. 6 passes.
6 times.
That poor person, that was the learning experience of that one. Fuck.
Yeah, well, if somebody's out there doing that, it's like, well, I got 2 more times at least. and then the one is just, I should be going after the 4th.
Yeah.
You know,
Ooh.
Yeah. So this also kind of trails into this other question that I have, because when I was trying to teach somebody, I was like, trying to figure out my habits of how I do a line or something. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I guess I kind of put the weight in here and then I pull or whatever, or you try to not do like the, you know, when you're writing, you kind of go like this and then you try to use your shoulder, your wrist a little bit more, or pull through more fluidity with the line. I was trying to capture some of the things so that I could articulate them, which was odd to do. Try to be like, okay, how do you tattoo? Okay, well, kind of just figure it the fuck out. That's how you do it. But what if you're gonna have an apprentice? What was one of the first things that you'd want them to do?
I don't fucking want an apprentice.
Or if there's one thing, okay, okay, for one, no.
Yeah. Like,
Does that sound terrifying, having an apprentice?
Well,
what about an apprentice makes you like?
I have Steven, who
Sounds like you're unwanted child. I have Steven.
Well, he's like my little brother that, you know, you're like, oh, I guess you're here. I better help you with something, like that kind of thing. But like he came in on an apprenticeship and like I don't know what happened. I just kind of ended up with him at the end of the day.
Is he nice?
He's like great kid, like super nice dude.
Awesome.
Like
Shout out
Steven, yeah.
Shout out
He goes
Steve.
by Polito Tatito on
Cute.
Yeah, on Instagram. But like the one good thing, like I've seen a lot of apprentices in shops, not mine personally, obviously. Like I've only been tattooing since 2018.
What's your type?
I know, but I shouldn't.
Well,
But you see a lot of people come in and like, I don't know, maybe they had art school background or they won an award or something like that. But
Sorry. We can't all win awards here. Yeah.
I won
like-
fourth idol, bitch.
Sorry, did that have to do with art or? Didn't think so.
I don't know. That's kind of art, isn't it?
Yeah, what kind of art are we talking about?
Yeah.
Man?
But like there's people that come in that I think they want to do tattoos because the concept is cool, or you know, like they want to do something with their art background, but they're just like they're not hungry for it. Like they don't love tattooing. They don't, you know, and then there's kids like Steven who he's like 2 years younger than me. I don't know why I'm calling him a kid, but he just like that's what he wants to do, and like he's been tattooed by a bunch of like tattooers that he loves. Like
loves
he's
the industry.
Yeah, and he's like learned
Great.
a bunch of all different history before he even came into the industry. Like, and that's you don't see a lot of people that want to be like that kind of apprentice anymore. It's like I'm trying not to shit on people right now, but it's you know
You can poo on them a little.
like I just feel like
Say it.
no, I'm not.
Curse, you got something to say?
I don't want to be like
Say
gatekeepy and stuff like that, but it's nice when somebody
Yeah.
like I know for myself, like yes, I have 2 kids and whatever, but like James and I, like we eat, sleep, breathe tattooing.
Yeah.
We talk about tattooing all the time. We're looking at tattoos. We're wanting to learn how to do better. We, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And then when you have people that are just kind of like, it's okay. It's like, it's not, I don't know. It's nice to see people that like genuinely want to jump into the industry and like want to learn.
Yeah, big time. I love all, like,
I don't know. I'm just
well, I was gonna say too. I love that. I think that would be easier to not easier, but there's much like I love that you guys are a couple tattoo pair because that would help each other out in a way, right? Because you also do similar styles, and so you both like are like talking about the styles that you love, how to progress in your style. That you can share. Hey, there's this new artist that we found and is amazing, but it's just like a couple thing, which I think would be cool. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't imagine like being with someone and me not being able to talk
Share
about
it.
tattoos all the time, and they'd be like, "Fuck."
You're annoying as
Yeah,
fuck.
but like this is like that's the best dynamic. I feel like it works for some couples. Like we have like a good dynamic in the sense that I want to see him do his best and he wants to see me do my best, and it's not like, oh, you got more likes than me or like something like that. Like it's like we amp each other up. We're like, I know how to, like, I can help you with this and you can help me with this, like that kind of stuff. So it's a good dynamic there, but I can see how that could quickly be not a great thing in other scenarios. Like, I don't know, like if it was different personalities, like James is James mellows me out and I like amp him up, but like I can see if you have like really competitive tattooers that were together, it might be, you know.
Or I find sometimes they just boost each other's egos and then they just get insanely cocky.
Yeah,
I've
that
seen
too.
happen
Maybe,
a
but
couple
y'all
times.
aren't like arrogant at all.
No.
Like both of you too. Like you're both very like humble about how good you are. You know what I mean? You're both very good. Shut the fuck up. Speaking of humble, you're like, I don't know, maybe I suck. You're literally really good. Everybody knows it. Fuck off.
I feel like if you're a tattooer and you don't look at your stuff and be like,
critique it.
yeah, or
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I could be
gotta
better.
hate
or,
yourself
oh,
a little.
Yeah, exactly. Or else you're just never gonna get better. I feel
Yeah.
like if you're always like, that was amazing. Like,
can't
where do you go
imagine-
from there?
I can't imagine just being like, hell yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
While also going online and seeing some of the fucking phenomenal work that's out there.
right?
And then it just also going to shows sometimes really knocks you down sometimes because you'll be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about myself, but I like going to shows, tattoo conventions, for the purpose of going and then being like, oh, I need to do some fucking work. Oh yeah, I fucking suck. Cool, but then it makes me like, it punches me in the fucking knees, but I'm also like, oh, I can't wait to go home and like, I want to do that or whatever. So it amps me up. What, bitch?
I just keep thinking about the Vancouver Tattoo Convention and the fact that I didn't know that was a cruise ship horn.
Oh yeah, you want to explain that?
Yeah. So do you know where the convention is in Vancouver?
No.
So it's like at a cruise ship docking port, right?
Okay.
Whatever, pickup. And the whole time there's this like hype horn going off at like the weirdest times.
You thought it was like a boom, boom, boom.
Yes, it was.
In the middle of nowhere. I'm like, why are they doing that? Like, this person's talking. And then I remember even Emily was like, yeah, you guys hear the cruise ship horns? I'm like, no. And then Sunday, 3 hours left in the convention, I realized that it was a cruise ship.
Oh my god.
There's a lot going on though at conventions.
Like,
I get it.
DJ Khaled.
I was fucked up from the time change. We were exhausted. The hours sucked.
You were so rattled and upset too. You were like, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Why was that necessary? Ow, because it's really loud. It was loud. It was like, oh, it was aggressive.
Oh shit.
And in my mind, I'm like, yeah. I learned.
Ready to party. Like,
One track mind.
Damn, that's good.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good moment for me. Yeah.
But yeah, I think what would be, or curse too, what would... Yeah, that was good. Travis likes to make fun of you for that too. If you were like, okay, so since you did accidentally take him on,
Yes.
shout out Steven, what was one of the first things that you wanted to walk him through, or that you felt was important to walk him through?
I think the first kind of thing that we started working on was like, Steven likes to illustrate stuff more in like at first a lot of his designs that he was drawing were more complex, like traditional Japanese type stuff, but heavily illustrated. And when he first started tattooing, he was trying to apply those designs like right off the hop. And then that's when I kind of like came over and I was like, let's not fucking do that. And so we started just like, I was like, I know that it might not be your thing, but like draw super small fucking easy stuff. So like it was like little Mario mushrooms or like a ditto or
Little
like
pixelated blocky stuff.
just like small stuff like that. And I was like, the more that you do stuff like that and just get a feel for like the fundamental part of it, like if you already have the artistry down, the fundamentals are what's more important. And that's why, you know, there's a lot of traditional tattooers that are teaching people that it's like you have to do roses or you have to do this in traditional style. You get that your fundamentals down from doing that stuff, even script or like fucking infinity symbols, like all that stuff is teaching you how to like apply those tattoos in a way, and then you take what you know and then you can build the tattoo in your style after that. So I think like fundamentals came first and then artistry comes afterwards.
That's very true.
See, I wish I had that because my mentor was basically like,
do some sick shit.
like the first two that I did were small. Then it was like, let's do a whole bicep.
Pardon?
Yeah, oh yeah. Full color, Montreal Canadians, big bicep, first 10 tattoos.
God, wow,
free.
so
Right
stressful.
into it. Didn't watch me at all, on my own. Came and looked at it. She's like, how'd you double line that? I was like, I don't fucking know.
What's
this
a
is
double
my fourth
line?
tattoo I've ever done.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Let me just saturate some blue and red on him real quick.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
low-key tattoos.
Yeah.
That's low-key
Start off easy.
fundamentals.
Yeah. Nail those, and then you go on to doing bigger shit. My mentor, it was like, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's interesting, though, is that you do, maybe with black and gray, I've seen it mainly with black and gray. I don't know about any, like a whole lot of other people's experiences, but like Laura banged out a portrait, and there are some people where you're seeing, like they're brand new, their first.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and they're just banging out black and gray, and people might argue, like, you should just learn what you're trying to learn right off the hop. Like, if you're going to want to do portraits, you just do portraits. And I'm like, that makes me sweat.
I think
that would have been awful for me.
Yeah, I'd like, obviously, like in Laura's situation,
She had somebody guiding her.
But it's worked out phenomenally, right? And she has such a demand for that kind of stuff that nobody's going to come to Laura and be like, can you do, you know, this, that, and the next thing? Like a traditional bodysuit or something like that. Like she has made that name for herself already, that she's doing that. And I feel like that is key. That's awesome. And I feel like in the situation the other way, like I do more illustrative stuff. And I think like, for instance, what Steven wants to do is also more illustrative. So the line work fundamental would be the first thing that you would want to learn anyways, because he's not leaning towards doing portraits or leaning towards building values in that sense where, you know, you're going to make an amazing black and gray tattoo. He wants to do things that are more illustrative in color. So I think that's where it's still the same concept. Like, I think he's training to be the best at what he's going to do. And Laura was in the same situation that she was, you know.
Also, she had somebody that was right there that was like, and actually, she waited like 2 years before she even tattooed, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's.
And like her history as well, like as far as I know, a lot of her previous drawings beforehand were more realism based, were they not? Yeah. So like she had already kind of like paved a way to knowing that that's the style that she wants to emulate eventually.
That she will,
And like
and then she went to that person.
Exactly. And like for me, I knew even from when I did my first bullshit apprenticeship that like I was going to try eventually to end up in this style that I'm in as well. So James put me in that direction anyways and was like, start out with this simple lines, this, that, and the next thing. Yeah. And then as you get better, then you can do the style that you want to. But I think either it's black and gray or color. We all start at a certain thing. And it's kind of nice now that apprenticeships are more tailored to
that's true.
What you want to do.
Although there are some people who are, and I've met some artists that are like, actually through other like tattoo podcast things, that some people are like, I miss the days, or I appreciate the artists that had to be well-rounded and do everything. And I'm like, but why? Like, or people that are like, I still do walk-in stuff. And I'm like, that's awesome, but we're not a walk-in shop.
Yeah.
We have no traffic coming in. We are booked up for months, but like that is not relative to what's important to how this operates. And if I would take it a walk-in if I had to, but if I wasn't going to be the best person for it, then I wouldn't.
No, I agree. Like I see
just for the money.
It's really like I feel like a dicey thing to talk about with like
it's okay.
tattooers and
That's
shit like that. But like I see a lot of podcasts and stuff like that are like you should never be turning down tattoos. You should be well rounded in all these styles. And I'm like, that's fucking cool. But like if your quality of life is better from you taking the tattoos you want to do, and you're also booked up for the stuff you want to do, you're not sitting around like a dickhead, then why the fuck would you just be like, yeah, I'm going to take one whole day and do fucking birds and infinities all day? Like, nobody wants to fucking do that.
That's also not even like, for example, somebody will be like, do that like line worky style stuff. I don't do, they'll like ask me, why would I say yes to that? One, I work in a shop where there's people who are so much better at that, and I'm gonna be sweaty, I'm gonna be stressful, it's not gonna come out as good no matter what. Like I can do lines, obviously, you know what I mean? I did do the classic, like for years I just did everything.
Absolutely.
But why would I take that away from somebody who loves that?
Yeah.
I'll suggest some artists. I'll be like, here's like 3 artists at work here that do this, that are just gonna crush it.
Yeah.
And probably do it faster, and it's going to be better. And they're more tailored to do it.
Yeah.
Why would I just say it just because I should be saying yes?
Yeah. Like
for me.
James is like a super well-rounded artist. Like can do script, color, black and gray, traditional, neo-traditional. But
he's amazing. He's like a tattoo god.
Well, he loves to do color neo-traditional. Like that's where he's the happiest, and that's what he likes to do. Like if he could do that all day, every day, he would do that. But like he hasn't figured out the internet machine the way that some of us have. So like it's harder for him to consistently get all of that stuff. But even when he gets stuff that is not what he loves to do, he still crushes it. But I can sit here as somebody that does the stuff that I want to do every day and I'm happy with it, living with somebody that does anything under the sun. And I can tell you that I am genuinely happier when I'm at work than when he has to do stuff that he doesn't want to do.
He goes into work and he's like, I have to do a fucking
But like,
infinity.
I don't know why that has to be like whose dick is bigger because I do shit I don't want to do. I'm like, I
That's
don't.
a weird one.
I don't know.
I respect that. I'm like,
I do
that's
too.
nice.
Yeah.
But also, there's a lot of that where, like, maybe with the elder tattooers, maybe even some of the young ones that are like, it has to be this way.
Yeah.
But like, it's just not going to be like that anyway. You
No.
can't like, even if you really want everybody to just say yes to every tattoo, it's not going to happen. You know,
Well, you can't sit here and tell me that those tattooers that are saying this shit, if they like to specifically only do traditional, that they wouldn't genuinely be happier just doing traditional.
Yeah.
It's people that are doing that stuff every day, that are doing the stuff they don't want to do, that are like, fuck them kids that get to do what they want to do every day.
maybe
Some of it is, but I think like one thing, you're never gonna please everybody. Everybody's
not.
always gonna
That's
have
true.
a different mentality
It's
of
just
what they
not
think
gonna
it should
happen
be
anyway,
like,
though.
right?
Yeah.
But
So that's the thing, like, I'm probably gonna get shit on for all of that, but like realistically,
No, you're not.
You just sit there.
Shit on me.
Well, that's the
Shit
thing.
on my chest. I don't give a shit.
I'm just like,
Shit
what,
on me.
What? Well, you can't say anything to please everybody. So,
No.
like, that's the way I feel about it. And, like, if they want to feel that way, if you want to be upset for no fucking reason,
Then
like, have
do
at
it.
her,
You have
dude.
every fucking right
Yeah.
to be bummed out by what we said.
or
And
just
that
stop
is
watching.
okay.
Or just stop watching.
It,
You
yeah,
don't like it,
exactly.
just
No, that's
stop
okay.
watching.
Yeah, I don't even think that one's that controversial. I feel like people would really be like, yeah, it's pretty fucking reasonable. I don't think anybody cares that much about that one. I'm sure there's other things in the industry that are like, it has to be this way.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I'm sure we
Yeah.
could talk about, yeah, I mean, we can probably go there if you want.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I would love, eventually, I'm going to have a couple people that have been tattooing for like 20, 30 years.
hell yeah.
And versus, it'll feel like versus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to probably ask some controversial questions because there's going to be different answers.
Absolutely.
I don't know what the way, and I would love that because that's interesting. That's why. And it doesn't really matter at the end of the day because no matter what, it's going to go the way it's going to go anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I just glitched. Next fucking question. I was thinking about this, and I say this every once in a while to some people that are like, they're like, I was gonna get my, for example, leg tattooed or stomach tattooed or something. We've all got our stomach tattooed.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got that cool fucking.
Daddy Bond.
What?
Daddy
That,
Bond.
this is Daddy Bond.
Daddy
This
Bond.
wasn't Daddy
Oh yeah, that was
Bond.
Daddy Bond. Who did that one?
Greg did this one. Greg is the one that did my head too. But
Woodrow?
yeah, this one has been through 2 pregnancies.
Been through a
so.
lot, eh? You ever gonna fix it up or something? Touch it up?
I don't know, dude.
Well, I feel like because then would you feel better, more comfortable in wearing your own skin than if you had it like touched up to a way that you like? Because what I was gonna say was, I know a lot of people that are like, I don't like my legs, so that's why. But I want this tattoo on my leg, but I won't get it on my leg. And I'm like, if you don't like that area, I find when people choose to get their leg tattooed, if they don't like their legs, they end up liking their legs
Hell yeah.
every time.
Yep.
Every time.
Dude,
Unless you hate the tattoo.
when I was
Unless you hate
younger.
the tattoo, then you hide
Oh
your legs.
yeah.
Then it's the
that's
worst.
never good.
It's the worst.
No, when I was younger, like, oh my God. Like, looking back, you know, when you're like chunky and then you look back to when you first thought you were chunky and you were like 115 pounds and you're like, you fucking idiot.
Yes.
But like, back then, I was like, oh my God, my arms are so fat. Like, I can't even wear a t-shirt. So, like, I would wear hoodies in
You
the
wore like a
summertime.
child-sized t-shirt. It can't even fit.
No, 100%. Like, I was like a tiny baby human. And then, yeah, as soon as I ended up getting like my first couple tattoos on my arms, I was like, well, I want to show these bitches off. And like, that whole fucking shit went away. Because,
Yeah.
like, you know what? You know what's fucking way cooler than anything is having cool tattoos on your fucking arms and stuff. Like,
You know what's cooler than anything? Tattoos.
yeah.
I love my job.
Like, I
That's
feel
you
like
right now.
any sort of, and that's a big reason why people like get scars covered up or fucking, you know, all like
Huge.
tummy tuck, like all that shit. Like,
Do a lot of beautiful things.
you can do so many cool things with tattoos. So like, I definitely think that it makes, you know, like people with body problems or whatever,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. It definitely helps with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, even like men and women.
Yeah.
Like some guys don't like they'll like want to cover themselves like not they're always wearing a t-shirt or something even at the beach or whatever, right? Or you can find they're insecure or they put a t-shirt over themselves even if they're fine. You're like,
Yeah.
what? But then I've noticed I had one client, for example, who was a little bit more timid, and then I watched him like become more confident as a
Yeah,
person. He got more and more
absolutely.
tattoos. He got a bunch of tattoos on his abdomen. And I was like, this motherfucker is glowing. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'm about it. And he's
Yeah.
like, not like super skinny, but I was like, one, I don't think super skinny needs to be like because that's stupid as
No,
fuck.
yeah.
I think thick people are super hot. But, and I was like, yeah, I get it, dude.
Yeah.
Fine as fuck. Like it was really positive. And same with anyone. I'm like, I don't like my stomach, but I really want a stomach tattoo. I'm like, tattoo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like me when I went to Mexico the last couple times in a bikini. I'm like, check this shit out, bitch.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at me,
dude.
bitch.
Yeah, look at
like,
look
literally.
at all this. Yeah,
Yeah.
No, or the best part about having your
Look
armpit
at all
tattooed.
this.
The best part about having your armpit tattooed, if I forget to shave them, I just have to shave the one side.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah.
You can't see shit.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did know that actually. I
Yeah.
tattooed some armpits, and that was the same reasoning, is because you can't see it.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't have to worry about
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna fucking. I have so much hair on me. Probably
I'm a
can't
hairy
see it.
human being, man.
Yeah, little
Have
ginger
you, like,
hairs.
not shaved your arm?
Dude, it's been like
can't
3
see
weeks.
shit.
Are you
Dude,
serious?
Look, it's been like 3.
It's been 2 days.
I can't see that front of my glasses on.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm not fortunate that way, but yeah, that's a huge thing. But,
Yeah.
You know, feeling more comfortable
I
and
don't
watching
shave my
people.
legs as often now.
Yeah, man. I wear like hoochie mama shorts and shit now. And I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
right up there.
Yeah.
Show
Yeah,
that
because
stuff
you've got
off.
heavily tattooed legs and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just like what it does for people.
I do too. It's
Oh,
awesome.
and you stand out in a crowd. So if you're single,
That's true. Some people, it might be, and it allures the type of person that maybe is like, because, you know, with being a chick, some guys are like, I know some guys that are like, won't let their girlfriends get tattooed or their wife get tattooed, or they don't think it's attractive on women. And I'm like, ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's so unattractive to me, but
I hate that. Honestly, that's
Oh,
that's like the I don't know why it bothers me, and like I don't know. I love y'all, but when people come in and they either bring like a significant other or something like that with them, and like they have to like somebody, not even significant other, like mom, dad, whatever, like when somebody else like governs, you know, the whole situation, I'm like, no, like this is your body. It's
Yeah.
like on you for the rest of your life.
you're
Like,
not going to
if you
feel the
love
same about it if you don't control it.
No,
If-
exactly.
It's going to be somebody else's piece.
Or it's really sad seeing somebody that like fucking loves something and then somebody says something that breaks them down and then they don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's always a
or
bummer
like
too.
they can't unsee it or something. like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a shame. What would be harder to tattoo? A hairy ball sack. Don't shave it. Hairy ball sack. Because the skin and the hair.
how
and
much
the,
hair?
Like I don't know. I've never even really seen balls in real life. Whatever you
never really
you've
thought of
seen them,
that.
you get it. You know, hairy, even a hairy anything.
There's
I
a
think
spectrum.
like the hairy ones. The pretty hairy ones.
Greek.
Because even like
Greek?
balls. Is that really
Okay.
hairy?
Yeah. Okay. 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 I
Why
know.
have we all seen Greek balls? Like what's that?
Amanda,
Never had the
Google
pleasure.
it. Google it.
Right now? Greek balls.
balls.
I'm so nervous.
Do you want me to find you?
It's probably gonna be food.
Man. Greek balls, man.
penis.
Man balls.
Or just
I can't find Greek man balls.
penis. Put the word penis in there.
Greek man penis balls.
It's not coming up, guys.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's all,
feel
wow.
like-
It's weird. It's sculptures, because all the sculptures.
Like,
Yeah.
you just need to
but
get technical with it, like Greek testicles.
Or Italian.
I can't believe I'm doing
Think
this.
about it. Have you ever seen like Ron Jeremy?
Hold on.
Man's, this is so weird.
Man's balls.
I know.
Hold on.
This is
I
research
don't
purposes.
know. Okay, I guess I could just type in really hairy balls. That would. Why am I doing this? I'm not doing this anymore.
Okay.
Hold on. I got
Okay,
you.
perfect.
I got you. 1
Perfect.
second.
Yeah, please hurry. I would love to see this.
1 second.
I'm looking forward to it.
1 second.
Anyways, or
Harriet's Italian balls.
Says hairy Italian man penis.
let me see.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's
I
safe
don't know.
search is on.
I don't know. I'm not ready.
Or
Here you go.
I'm not ready. Okay.
it's,
Okay.
you know what? Balls don't get like
That
it's
hairy?
that
Yeah.
hairy.
Okay. Well, whatever.
They're like
there,
kind
just
of like
balls.
sparsely
Don't-
like.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's like
there.
it's like Gollum's
That's
head
That's
from
a-
fucking
that's
Lord of the
a-
Rings.
not-
You know what I mean?
Gets what?
You know, like Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Like that's
hair?
Yeah, like how it's like very sparse and
No,
sporadic.
okay, I
like
didn't know
that's
they
kind
didn't
of
really
like
grow much hair on
no,
the balls.
it's usually
it's
like
also around
the deep V fucking.
It's all in about there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just assumed that's what balls did. Obviously, I've been experienced. Anyway. So
Tell me you're a lesbian.
question, bro. Answer the question, bro.
Okay.
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 Balls, then, just regular balls
'Kay.
with the amount of hair that they have,
Okay.
or a soft penis. Because
Soft penis. Oh wait, what was the question? It'd be harder to tattoo, or would you rather tattoo?
harder to tattoo.
Oh,
Balls.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I would rather tattoo a soft penis.
I don't know, man. I feel like they both would suck. They're all fucking
But one you
jingly
could fully,
jangly.
but
I feel like
you could
balls would be
fully-
easier to just yank the whole thing.
But no, because
you
when you
can't yank
yank
the
it
whole
down
thing.
like this, then
No,
you,
you can't
you
yank.
like
Yeah.
you would literally have to like bat wing that bitch on something.
Yeah.
And then like fucking
Clothespin. You
get
yeah,
clothespins.
like what are those
Wouldn't that
things
be
like
easier
car
than
battery
clamps?
like and then you know like
Battery
that.
clamp it?
You'd probably have
But
to get
then,
someone else
like-
to stretch it.
Yeah.
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 You'd have to get someone else to
I
stretch
know a dude that has his fucking balls tattooed. I should like
Oh, yeah?
hit him up and be like, "How'd
Hey,
you
how
fuckers
was
do
that?
that?"
How did you do that? Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
flaccid-
I feel like it was like that. He also, I'm pretty sure, has the fucking tip of his dick tattooed too.
Yeah.
So
That's insane.
my buddy, he's
Numbed
got
out?
"Where's Waldo" either on his balls or on his
On his
dick.
balls.
Yeah, and it's I'm like
Ask a
that's
chick to find where's Waldo on his
fucking
body.
amazing. Chef's kiss. Like,
I feel if a flaccid dick, you could just like take the little fucker and just like kind of
you would have to do one of those.
Yeah, stretch
Pardon?
it right out. Stretch it right out.
No, I feel like that's like technically how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to
Yeah.
like wrap it around your hand.
Yeah.
And, like, stretch it.
Yeah, stretch
Yeah.
it out.
Pardon?
Yeah, you like imagine that's yeah.
How?
Here's
Here's
like
a wiener.
Yeah, then put it betwixt the fingers.
so you would have to like
There you
Yeah.
go.
You can do that?
oh yeah, it's like a little Jello baby. It's got there's nothing in there.
They're pretty bendy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was an easy one. They're pretty bendy. Well, I was going to say, because one of the, well, I guess there's like the most tattooed man in the world, which there's a lot of guys that are like the most tattooed people or whatever you see. The most tattooed man is 100% tattooed, apparently.
Like even
And
his
so that
butthole?
means, that's what I'm saying. Yes, they would
Yeah,
have
you
to
know
have checked.
Lucky Diamond Rich?
No.
He did the, he's got like full black and then he's done silver patterns over top of it.
Oh God.
But yeah, he's supposedly 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. There's just things that don't need to be tattooed. Like you don't. Steven
Like
was
your
telling,
butthole?
Yeah, Steven was
Well,
telling
you
me that
just
there's a
not poo?
girl that has the fucking Lord of the Rings inscription around her butthole.
That's amazing.
But I'm like, how? Yeah, like I always ask that question. I'm like, literally, how do you keep it clean? Like every time you
Oh, yeah,
take a
that's fair.
dookie, like you're showering.
Well, would you just like
Baby
try
wipes.
to not poo for
don't
like
know,
a few
dude.
days?
Baby wipes,
What about the
like-
wrap? You could use the wrap and like it would stay.
like a
like your
You're
whole
gonna collect
asshole?
everything.
no. You cut out a hole in the middle.
Oh,
What
yeah,
if,
there
if
you
it
go.
was around the butthole? If it was around it, not
Yeah.
actually the butthole, you
Yeah.
could just try to spread them as far as you can when you're doing it,
Yeah.
and that's all you can do.
But
Right?
like do it. So this goes back to
And then
like
bidet it.
farting
Bidet.
while tattooing.
Okay.
Like, can you imagine that scenario? You're like,
Would you have
How
their
would
legs
you
That's
spread it,
straight
like
from
with
the
this?
source. Yeah.
legs in the stirrups or
get
bent
pink eye.
over?
no, I feel like it's
Legs
like
in the
Bent
stirrups.
over.
bent doggy style,
I'm pretty
and you
sure
got to
you-
use your elbows to spread it, and then tattoo like that.
Or would you get somebody else to spread the cheeks?
You can get
somebody's
them. You can get them. I've heard of
I've
artists
seen.
doing that before. You get in like doggy position, and then you get them to like,
Doggy?
spread their ass.
Yeah.
and hold
Doggy,
it
I
for
don't
you.
Or
think-
you see the Japanese guys that are like,
Yes.
you know,
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say, which I think I like that. This one seems more
my
clinical.
pants were holding on.
Whereas
for
if
dear
you were
life
doggy
there.
styling it, it would feel more like I'd be like,
right up.
ooh. I guess
Yeah.
there's no one. It's very.
Well, it's like
intimidating.
when you like I don't know, like I haven't gotten a bikini wax, but
Ooh,
I'm assuming
yes, what about
that's
it?
where. No, I'm assuming that's like the same.
What they
okay.
do is you gotta. Yeah.
Perfect.
You pull the
Well
towel
Perfect.
And you go right up there.
So you're like that though.
No, you lay down like you're down, and then you.
Perfect.
This is catching so
Yeah.
good on
Perfect.
I guess that would probably be how you're gonna have to do your
Yeah. Or
A
and then,
butthole.
yeah.
or like coochie lips or something.
What would be harder, a butthole or balls?
I think Balls still,
Balls.
yeah.
Balls still.
Balls.
Because like
Balls the hardest thing to tattoo on a dude's
they're
body.
just so
Stretchy.
fucking movie. Like even when dudes scratch them, all you can do is wiggle them. You can't like
This is
actually
how you know
give a
you're
scratch.
married and you have a husband. Because, like, no man in the world is going to admit the secret, like, pinch and swirl.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
can't.
oh,
It's
yeah.
like
The
okay.
secret
I lived with a
pinch
man
and
once.
swirl.
Well, that's like even a vagina lip. Like you can't just give it like you have to like have some counter pressure, you know, to be able to give it a good scritch.
Give it an old slap.
Yeah,
The old
so like,
slap.
but yeah, so like that's the thing. Just slapping that bitch.
Like
I
with
know, I've
tattoos.
never had a real itchy pussy yet.
Oh dang.
Oh, fuck.
I'll keep that in mind whenever I get a itchy cooter.
Yeah.
Don't use that
Smack
word.
it.
Just give it a good smack.
Give it the old pinch and swirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've learned
Pinch
so
and
much today. Oh, that's phenomenal.
Fuck.
Okay, well, cool. That was, I think we're about an hour almost. So we'll
Sweet.
end at pinch and swirl.
Yeah.
Pinch and swirl.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that, Dave.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks for all that input.
Yeah.
And then, by
James
the way,
is fucking, every time I come on here, James is always probably sitting like, please God, shut up. Don't fucking say anything.
you told him about the
Talk
pinch and
about
swirl?
balls.
Yeah. Shit. I love you.
She's
bye.
telling all the secrets.
Next time we got to get JB out
That's
here,
what
too.
I told. I'm like, somebody's like, why doesn't James go on with you? And I'm like, because I can just see the dynamic. Like, literally, he'll just be here the whole time, like, like just not like.
I fucking don't want to be here.
Yeah, I'll say something and he'll be like, why?
Well, I look forward to it then. He's even said he would as long as you were on. He's like, yeah, I'll go
That's
on.
it.
Jay's
Next
on, then we
time
go
he's
on.
coming.
JB, we're coming for you.
That's right.
Daddy Bond.
What was I gonna say? It's gone. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh yeah. Next time we're gonna get a third camera set up so that we can. Actually, we don't know if we need it. We'll figure it out. But we want to do that bird box or left-handed tattoo
Fuck
still.
yeah, let's do it.
So next time you're on, we'll do that.
'Kay.
And you got a tattoo left-handed. You got
No,
a
no,
tattoo
no, no. Blindfolded.
blindfolded. You said you would think you would do better.
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do.
Okay. Well, I think you're left-handed.
Okay.
You're doing the left. You're right-handed, right?
Yep.
Okay. You fucking lied to me.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Aces in.
I'm just like thinking it. Like I feel like blind. I don't know. I think
I think left-handed would be easier because I have
the one
to
pass
see.
script.
One pass script is her thing.
Yep.
I'm like, you can do
That's
the
how
word
I'm convinced.
oops on me
Yep.
and blindfolded. Oops. That way, if it's fucked up, then it looks like it's on
I
purpose.
don't know. We'll see. I think I might be able to do this one.
Left-handed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I
Start
appreciate that
practicing.
I'm
confidence.
gonna practice. Yeah, I'm starting now.
And you can do whatever you want as long as it's like little enough to do the left-handed. I'm assuming you don't want to go big with it anyway.
No, I'm good.
So, do a Pokemon ball with
Right.
fucking do a circle left-handed.
Perfect circle.
Yeah, perfect circle.
Oh
It's on the
shit.
side of the neck.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll do a quick neck tattoo left-handed. So that'd be sick.
I'm here for it.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll see you next time then. Thanks for coming on, Dave.
Yay! Thanks, guys.
And thanks for being here, I guess, Curse.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for that. It's a real pleasure.